So in Rushdown Revolt, I believe the most important thing and the easiest way to get better is by having a good punish game. This is because of how the game mechanics are set up, mainly spark and rushes, which makes combo potential endless. Because of this, a simple neutral win can result in about 20-ish damage, or can result in an entire stock if played optimally. In my opinion, consistently winning neutral is the hard part of this game, which is why I mostly focus on punish, which leads to more wins. So besides playing a lot of games, I'll show you how I got better at comboing. So what I'd do is I'd set up a lobby and then I'd add a bot and I'd set it to the character that I wanted to play against. So for example, let's say that I'm playing an Ashani next in tournament, or I've been struggling a lot with Ashanis recently. I could set up the bot to Ashani. I'd then set it to 9 stocks here. You could keep it on random stage or pick a specific stage you wanted to practice on. I'd recommend starting on Sovereign Peak if you're still learning the character so that there's no platforms to mess you up, but any stage will do. Now from here, the way I'd get better was I tried to kill the bot in as few neutrals as possible against random DI. I'd start with moves that I would normally use in neutral, for example back air, fair, or down tilt on Ashani. You can really get a feel of how good your punish game is by counting how many neutral wins it takes to kill on average. In a perfect world, it would take 1 to 2 neutral wins to get a kill every time, but it's okay if it takes 5 to 10 to start. Just figure out where you're at and work up from there, but keep in mind that the bots also SD very often. Whenever you drop a combo, there's almost always a reason why or a way it could have been continued. This could be because you rushed in the wrong direction, because they were hit in a different angle than what you expected, you could have just missed the follow-up hit, or maybe you picked the wrong move entirely. It's important to ask yourself why your combos were dropped so that you can find a solution for the next time. The reason why I like doing this and recommend it is because when you're playing versus real players, it can be hard to solely focus on your combos because there are so many other things you have to pay attention to. This way, you can more clearly see what you're lacking and improve your execution skills, while also expanding your knowledge of your character's moves. Now here are some extra tips to improve your combos and get kills faster. Number 1, don't always insta-spark. When you get a hit in this game, you usually put the other person in enough hit stun where you can take a moment to see where they're going first, and then make a decision on where you want to rush and which move you want to use. There are some cases where you don't have time to wait and need to be fast, but too many players insta-spark cancel too often and end up not being in the right position to continue a combo. Number 2, hit them towards the blast zones. It sounds super obvious, but what I mean by this is intentionally trying to put the other player in a position where it's easiest to kill them. Kills in orange mostly only happen when the other player is already close to a blast zone and then gets hit toward that same direction. In this game, you're able to bring people off stage to the bottom of the blast zone or even close to the ceiling very easily, and then continue to hit them due to spark and the fact that you get your rush back after every hit. Number 3, know how your character kills. It is super important to know how your character kills. You should be looking to use or set up into your character's strong kill moves as soon as they hit red, or in some cases orange. In the first few bans, you're looking to deal damage, but as soon as possible you want to end the stock and get the kill to lower the amount of work you have to do to actually win the game. Some examples of this are Raymer Nair, Zoo Blue Sword Up Air, Urda Fair and Forward Throw, or Kid Flamethrower. Find out all the moves that have a lot of kill power on your character. Number 4, watch different players play your character. This is one of the fastest ways to get better at pretty much anything, and is what I use to get a lot better at Weishan when I first started playing the game. I'd watch tourney sets and streams of Ollie Wonder, Rancid, Axie, Zackstar Attack, and anyone else who played Weishan, and just see how they approached, what moves they used to continue combos, and how they finished out stocks. I'd then try it out for myself and just continue doing what I found worked out the best. In my opinion, this is extremely important and efficient when it comes to getting better, because it shows you what works and different ways to play the game, as well as different views on how things work, without being forced to test and discover it all yourself. So that's something that you can do to start improving your combo game. You can do it as a warm-up like what I do. You can do it while listening to music, while watching TV, while watching a stream like mine at twitch.tv/yogurt with 2 R's and an underscore, almost daily at 3 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, or while pretty much doing anything. If you want more advice like this, but more specific to your own gameplay, you could sign up for coaching from me on medify.gg/@yogurt with 2 R's and an underscore. Anyways, that's all. Later.